But something I can tell you where it goes back to those niches, right? So when I was in Detroit, I was 17 years old, and I remember opening up a rehab center in Detroit. It was called Prisoners in Liberation, and that was through donations. I was able to open up this home and maintain it for a while from just donations and then just volunteer contributions. And I always wanted to help others. And then in turn, as I was helping others, I was just helping myself. Right? I mean, like I was learning from that life experience and learning that, um, you know, um, that giving to others without anything in return, the blessings come and be just be part of that, be part of somebody's journey was something that just really called to me, and it was a struggle because when you're trying to help people that with addictions, with alcoholism, it's very hard because it's fairly easy for them to go back than to get clean. So then fast forward, I remember I was talking about these audio tapes, and I talked about it on the previous podcast. But this priest that was talking in the audio tape talked about being of service, um, and that really called to me. So then, that's kind of like a nickname for the military, where it's, you're joining the service, right? You're joining the service, and you're kind of helping, or you're volunteering, and you're serving your country. So that's what it was. So that's probably what my calling was, and just get the experience. I went initially, bad school, college, joined the military, loved finance, but finance was not my niche. One transportation, initially I thought, transportation wasn't my niche, right? Wasn't what I was looking for, right? But the service of service, right, was kind of that calling. And it came to me, the service or being of service to somebody is, you know, maybe why not me, right? So again, if you find yourself kind of figuring out what these life niches are, the life's tasks, it's not going to be a direct route. It's going to kind of take you all over the place, right? I talked about like beforehand where I was a screw up, and then, going to college, and then, joining the military, and then, eventually as I was in the military, finding a niche that I was good at. But ultimately, the whole goal, as it's kind of circles around, is always about helping others.